It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the NPLSA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Future is orange for Strandline. Flinders are in the lead. Rachel Quigley. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant.
LA Comet to 2023 premiers.
Saved by Conley. They had to go the distance.
day where we had storm, we had sun, had a bit of everything. The one constant was the driving wind. Today, the wind is still here, not as strong though, but still a bit of it there. Cloud cover here at Service FM Stadium in Jeps Cross as the teams come out now. Just a quick check on the lineups. Salisbury Inter, which is technically the home team today, wearing their normal blue and black. Have Matilda Comley in goal. The three centre-backs, Chantel Ryder, Nicole Calder and Hannah Freer. The wing-backs, Minna Nishitani and Jess Signoriello. In midfield, it's Zoe Tolland, Emily Condon and Jazz Stiles. And up forward, Erin Hood comes into the starting 11 and joins Selena Cravo in the front positions. Burks, who are in the white tops today, have Kendall Jenner in goal, a back four from left to right of Jazz Franks in for the injured Izzy Hodgson, Nicole Robertson, Mabel Day, El Perinsis. The midfield, Captain Sarah Chappell, Mariah Applin and Michaela Quinn. And up forward, Elise Garlick, Dylan Holmes and Sasha Williams. Just on those two changes, it's a forced one, of course, for Burks. Izzy Hodgson injured last week against Adelaide Comets, so Jazz Franks starts in Hodgson's place. But it's a tactical change for Inter, with Erin Hood coming in for Zoe Jackson. Erin Hood will go forward, and Emily Condon, who's been playing a little bit more forward in these last couple of weeks for Inter, will drop into a more central midfield position. Just a reminder, this is the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPL Preliminary Final, brought to you by JB Metro. Salisbury Inter versus West Torrens Birkalla. No tomorrow for the loser. A grand final date against West Adelaide for the winner. Both teams are in their huddles, almost ready for action here, and referee Tom Brinkworth, you can see in the centre of the pitch, just waiting for the assistants to take up their positions. Really looking forward to this one. Just do a quick check on the benches while we're waiting for kickoff. For Inter, it's Nikki Frizzetto, Angelique Broigdenberg, Ruri Nagashima, Talia Gromball, Zoe Jackson and reserve keeper Chloe Shaw. They're coached by Carl Maynard. And for Burks, it's Talia Bilardo, Nao Kawai, Marie Heinrich, Angela Mills, Hayley Needs, April Davison into the squad today, and Marie Porniotis. And they're coached by Chris Goddard. It's going to be Inter with the kickoff. They're kicking from left to right to the northern end here at Service FM Stadium in Jeps Cross. Just waiting on the referee, Tom Brinkworth. The 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPL Preliminary Final, brought to you by JB Metro, is on. Here's Hannah Freer for Inter. Back to Calder. Inter had a tremendous first half when these two teams met late in the home and away season at Jack Smith Park. Took a 5-0 lead at half-time. Probably their best 45 minutes of the year, and they're away again with Stiles getting the ball out to Signoriello. Signoriello trying to get across. It was deflected there by Robertson and goes harmlessly in the end from Burke's point of view to Kendall Jenner. That was round 15, that match. I can't believe it was only 6 weeks ago. And Inter were rampant in the first half. But now Burks are trying to come through here with getting the ball through. Didn't quite get to Garlick. Turning there is Perinsis. Getting it away for Inter is Freer, but Perinsis gets it back. Quinn back with Perinsis. Wants to get Williams going. And Perinsis, it's going to go out for a goal kick. I'm sure that that game that was played 6 weeks ago at Jack Smith Park has been uppermost in the minds of these Berks players. I want to make absolutely sure that they don't let Inter get into their stride the way they did that evening. Calder. Freer. Here's Hood into the 11 this afternoon. Signoriello. Just missed Hood, so Garlick has it. Wants to get the ball out to Williams. It's a nice ball too. Can it come down for Williams? Bounce just was still a little bit high at the crucial moment. Now, Tolan gets it to Condon. Condon wants to get Cravo going. It's fallen to Hood. Cravo, oh, it's just gone behind her. Day for Berks. Bit of pressure, but Berks have worked it out, and it's with Franks. Applin. That ball's just going to go out. Throw into Signoriello, whose contribution to that first half at Jack Smith Park was immense and included one of the goals of the season. Tremendous strike that put into 2-0 ahead that afternoon. That's a really good ball from Calder, and Nishitani's taken it down well. Nishitani will get the cross in. Oh, it was close to Jenner, who's able to claim. That was a really good, quick move by Inter. Trying to put the pressure on early. Still only in the 4th minute here. Here's Signoriello again. We'll have the throw. Styles. Just lets it run, and Holmes is there to take possession, but there's Calder for Inter. But it's back with Garlick. Applin wants to lift it over to Williams. Williams. Ryder will play it back to Comley. Comley looks for Styles. Tolland. Under pressure from Holmes, who takes possession. Chappell. Puts it out to where Perinsis is. Looks at the moment like there's a slight change in setup for Berks. As Chappell looks to be playing, at the moment at least, a little bit as a centre-back. And pushing the normal fullbacks, Perinsis and Franks, a little bit higher. We'll see if that's temporary or if that's going to be how the setup is today for Berks. But right now, Sarah Chappell is in the heart of the defence. That means that Day, who just played the ball there, is more of a right centre-back at the moment. Perinsis, right wing-back at the moment. Quinn. Oh, and Styles might be able to take hold of that. Cravo turns, falls to Chappell. Perinsis trying to get it inboard. Chappell under pressure here. Cravo. Oh, and that ball's going to make it through to Hood, but Hood's got no support. It's going to have to go the shot. And held by Jenner. It was good play by Cravo, but once Cravo released Hood, there was no other forward available for Inter. Freer. Both sides at the moment playing the 3 centre-backs. Condon. Calder. Wants to switch it out to where Nishitani is. Headed by Day. Here's Cravo. Trying to get it through to Nishitani, who's started quite high for Inter so far. Both teams just adjusting the way they normally do things. Ryder. Battling there with Williams. Williams has won the ball. Tolan comes back to cover. Zoe Toland, who was absolutely terrific in what ended up being a loss on penalties for Inter last week against West Adelaide. Game finished 2-2 after full time, 2-2 after extra time. And penalties decided the outcome. Now here's Garlick. Perinsis is going to receive that. Wants to get Williams going again on the attacking right, but that's goal kick. Comley can use Calder, who's got plenty of time and space. Freer. Wants to get the ball up to Signoriello. Frank's in the way. Holmes just didn't quite get hold of it, so it's an into throw. Signoriello gets it back from Cravo. Hood. Cravo. Signoriello. Didn't quite get the foot around the ball. That's going to be a goal kick. Here's Day. Ball's good up to Williams, but Ryder will make sure that the ball goes out for a throw. Princess to take. Gets it back from Williams. Day. Have to go all the way back to Jenner. Oh, Jenner's given Robertson a bit too much to do there. It's going to be an into throw. Signoriello. Franks puts it out and Signoriello will get another throw. You're watching the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPL Final Series brought to you by JB Metro. Did you know that you can earn your club $500 through Go Sunny Solar's Go for Green initiative? Visit gosunny.com.au for more information. And RAA, kicking goals. Get an award-winning RAA insurance quote today. Visit raa.com.au. And SA Power Networks, empowering women's sport, proud supporters of the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPLSA. Franks now has the throw for Burks. It's going to be headed out for another. Has Garlick up the wing. Holmes and Applin in field. Applin's close by, but goes up the wing to Garlick. Franks. And that's found Williams. Holmes wants to get the ball over to Princess. Nishitani's leading the race for the ball. Wants to clip it up to where Hood is. Here's Tolland for Inter. Hood. Tolland. Nishitani, they've worked it out. Condon. Styles. Calder. Ryder. Just waits for an option. Nishitani wants to clip it over to Hood. Who has it? Styles wanted to get it back out to Nishitani, but Chappell's going to clear for Burks. Garlick. It's a free kick for Inter, might have been handball there. Well, that 5-2 win at Jack Smith Park that Salisbury Inter had over Burks, which game in which Inter led 5-0 at half-time, was the latest in a series of very odd results between these two clubs. Well, his Cravo is one possession. Nishitani, Hood wants to turn. Hood still has possession, still going Aaron Hood. It's taken a couple of defenders to prevent Hood's progress. Nishitani. Williams gets in the way and clears. A couple of desperate moments there in the Burks defence, but they managed in the end. Nishitani, Cravo. It's been cleared. Here's Ryder. Looks inboard and finds Styles. Cravo. Styles. Day helps get the ball away for Burks. Ryder will use Comley. Freer's got plenty of space on the right, and that's where it goes. Styles. Oh, that ball's not quite going to get to Signoriello, so Robertson's there. Holmes. Applin. Holmes. Ball's come out to Freer for Inter. Hood. Robertson and Hood battle there. That'll be a Burke's throw. It's the third year in the Go Sunny Solar WMPL for Burks since their promotion from the State League in 2021. And the 6 games they've had against Inter, well, Inter have won 4 and Burks have won 2. Probably the more remarkable statistic is that 5 of those games, the winning team won by 3 goals, at least. There's only been 1 close game between these two sides. Just pause that little stat for a moment, because Cravo is putting Signoriello. Here's Hood. Gets an angle for a cross. Robertson defends that, and it's out for a throw, which Signoriello can take. Inter with a little more of the play in attack in these first 13 minutes. Hood. Signoriello. That's not a bad ball, and it was headed by Day. Jenner decides to clear off the deck. Could have picked up before that. Chose not to. Ryder. Gets it back from Tolland. Calder to Freer. Styles. Calder. Good ball out to Signoriello. Looks inboard, but Freer is available, and that ball inboard though is going to be cleared by Chappell. Header won by Calder to Styles. Freer. Cravo wanted to get it out to Signoriello, it was blocked. Here's Applin. Williams all alone up there from a Burke's point of view. It's back with Ryder. Styles into build again with Freer. Condon. Looking forward, wants to clip it over for Signoriello. It's a good ball, but Signoriello's just offside there. And that's going to be a free to Burks. Yeah, so 6-2 to Inter in the first meeting between these two sides in round 9 of 2022. 3-0 and 4-0 to Inter in 2023. 3-0 to Burks in round 6 of this season. 2 goals to Garlick and 1 to Williams on that occasion. And then that 5-2 game that occurred 6 weeks ago. Inter taking the 5-0 lead at Jack Smith Park. So the one game that's been close between these two sides is... Oh, and Garlick has just dispossessed Freer there. Garlick, Williams. Comes through to Comley. Just first little moment that Burks had a little bit of an opening there. Good work from Garlick to make it happen. Headed by Day. Chappell. Here's Garlick again. Balls with Ryder for Inter. Freer. Goes longer this time, a bit too long though, and that's gone to Jenner. So the only close game that these two teams have had among the 6 meetings that they've had in the WMPL was Burke's famous 3-2 win in round 18 of 2022, the win that was Burke's first in the WMPL and which kept Burke's up that year, because even a draw in that game, which was the last round of the season, would have seen Birkalla relegated. And if you take out that game though, no close ones. I think we're going to get a close one today though. Hoping not to put the commentator's curse on that one. Styles gets the ball out to Signoriello. Does well there to hold on. But now Applin's come to dispossess Signoriello. Holmes. Quinn. Forward there by Applin, but not really anything up the wing. It's going to be a throw in. Signorillo with a throw. There's Robertson for Burks. Quinn. Princes. Nishitani read that. Wants to get it up towards Hood. Cleared by Mabel Day. Ryder. Take the throw. Gets it back. Headed by Robertson. It's going to fall to Franks. Gets the ball forward. Garlic. Franks. Oh, now that's found found Williams, and Holmes is in the middle, and Holmes, it just bounced over the outstretched leg of Dylan Holmes. Biggest opening for Burke so far, and could very nearly have been the first goal of the game. Comley retrieves to get the goal kick, to take the goal kick. Bit of a warning there for Inter and Burks last week. Really caught Comets out a couple of times. That was late in the game. Have the players to do it, even though they've spent most of this game so far in defence. Spent most of the second half against Comets in defence as well, and memorably scored with 2 minutes left of normal time, and then in the 4th minute of stoppage time to turn a 1-0 deficit into a 2-1 lead and 2-1 win. Esperances tried to get past Ryder, but put the ball out in doing so. Ryder will take the throw. We've played 20 minutes of the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPL preliminary final, brought to you by JB Metro. Salisbury into 0. West Torrens Birkalla 0. It's going to be another throw for Ryder in front of the Inter bench. Goes long, wants to get Nishitani going on the attacking left. Chappell should cover that off and see the ball out. Chappell looking for options. Williams has started to make a late run, and that's where it goes. Won by Nishitani. Ball in board looking for Cravo, but Day with the clearance. Calder. Cravo. Day clears again. Calder comes through to win the header. It's going to fall to Jazz Franks, who's got a bit of space. Signorillo coming to close down. Franks wants to get Garlic going. Calder's there first and clears. You're watching the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPL Final Series, brought to you by JB Metro. Kick off with Go Sunny Solar's no deposit anytime solar plans, cheaper than paying your bills. Visit gosunny.com.au for more information. And RAA, kicking goals. Get an award-winning RAA insurance quote today. Visit raa.com.au. And SA Power Networks, empowering women's sport, proud supporters of the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WNPLSA. It's going to be another throw for Burks to be taken by Jazz Franks. Garlic, 2 interplayers for attention, and Styles wins it. Long from Freer in the Cravo direction, headed by Day. Tolland, Condon, Styles. This is thoughtful. Balls forward from Inter. Aaron Hood. Straight at Jenner in the end. Some clever play there from the Inter midfielders. Just the ball was bouncing, just looping it over their opponents. Created a shooting chance for Hood. Saved by Jenner. Both of these teams have had a sight. But it's still 0-0, about just past the halfway mark of this first half. Cravo. Tolland. Signoriello. Hood. Brings the ball back in board. Condon. Tolland. Cravo. That's going to be a corner. First of the game. Nishitani to take. As happened last week, the wind is blowing mostly towards the camera position. So, across the pitch. And it will be behind this kick from Nishitani. So, Burke's defence will have to be on red alert. Well, you need to be anyway against an Inter corner. But even more so. But it's gone short. Cravo. Nishitani headed away, but it's not quite cleared. Condon trying to scramble a shot. Day has a chance to just take control and clear. And Nishitani's there again. Franks gets it away this time and to safety. Yeah, it really is straight across the pitch. And once again, not going to favour either side as far as going forward, but will certainly have an influence when corners are taken, because they'll either be with that strong breeze or they'll be into its teeth. So something to keep an eye on for all these players. Here's Signoriello with the throw for Inter. Hood. It's going to be a Burks throw. Robertson just asked to go back a few metres. Looking for Garlic. Cleared by Styles. Here's Applin. Robertson. Just goes past Freer, but Calder's there for Inter. First time out by Comley. Might find Signoriello, it's just gone out though. Thrown for Burks. Franks looking for Holmes, he's on the move, heads it back in board. That might fall to Condon and does. Tolland. Nishitani. Oh, that's come off Tolland. Nishitani under pressure from Perinsis, but Ryder's there and finds Cravo. But it's fallen to Applin. Now has a bit of space. Applin. Garlic. Applin. Swings the ball back around. It's not a bad one. And it's fallen to Holmes. Ryder made sure that Dylan Holmes didn't get a second touch. Day. Perinsis. Day to Chappell. Williams wanted to switch it out wide, but Nishitani's there. And Hood's able to bring it down. Ball forward went into Day. Hood gets it back. Nishitani. Throw in Inter. Righto now. Just waits. Nishitani's short. Hood's a little bit further up the line. That's where it goes. Day heads first. Here's Hood. Wants to flick it over for Cravo. Chappell will clear. Just inching forward again into. Nishitani with the throw again. Condon has Quinn for company. Cravo. Tolland. Another throw. Nishitani, Tolland. Nishitani's ball in board. Styles heads it down, trying to get it to Hood. It's just been cleared there. Calder can win the header. Oh, it's just sliced off by Robertson. Franks might be able to keep it in and does. Oh, but straight out from Jazz Franks. Well, even though Burks have been unable to score and have probably been on the back foot for most of this half, I'm sure they'll be pleased that the score at the moment is 0-0 and not anything resembling the last meeting between these two teams that we mentioned earlier. They're well set up today, switching to that 3 centre-backs system. Kept chances for Inter to a minimum. Had one big one of their own. To that player there, Holmes. Ball just bounced probably just at the wrong time. Oh, now that pass very nearly gave Hood a look, but Chappell was there for Burks and Day. Now Parinsas has gotten away here, and Comley's come out to clear, and with interest. Almost cleared the stand as well. That's the other benefit of this system for Inter. Really gives them the chance to push Parinsas further up on that attacking right. Williams is up the wing. Garlick is inboard. Went to Quinn in the end. Cross. Williams. Holmes! Oh, it's hit the bar! Garlick has it back. And he'll get a free. Close from Dylan Holmes. It was right on the half-hour mark. Onto the crossbar. Burks have a free here. Parinsas will deliver. Players lined up around the edge of the penalty area. Parinsas goes just a little bit too far towards the goal line, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Well, Dylan Holmes eyeing off what would be a 6th WMPL Grand Final. 5 with Adelaide City. The 4 from 2017 to 2020 and 1 in 2022. Now that ball has found Signoriello and the flag has stayed down. And Signoriello wanted to get the ball inboard to Hood. Day's going to be there for Burks. Perinsis. And the way there was Tolland. Those 5 grand finals that Dylan Holmes played in for Adelaide City resulted in 3 wins and 2 losses. Would be really something to get there with this Burks side. And they're on the attack again here with Williams. Garlick's in the middle. Cross won't get there. Calder in the way. Back with Williams. Perinsis. That's not a bad ball. Here's Holmes. Holmes just turning and trying to get the ball centred out for a goal kick. Would be the most remarkable thing to see Burks in the grand final. It's not just their first final series. They've come from 5th. There's only been 3 years in which the Go Sunny Solar WMPL finals has been extended to 5 teams. And in the 2 years before that, 2022 and 2023, the team that finished 5th went out immediately in the elimination final. So not only are Burks the first team to get this far from 5th spot to the preliminary final, they're the first team to have finished 5th in the Go Sunny Solar WMPL and win a final at all. They've won 2. Looking for 3 today. Here's Freer for Inter. Looking for Hood, but Day's there, and Day's really been well positioned on every occasion for Burks. But here's Condon. Trying to get Nishitani going. That might beat Nishitani out. It does. Goal kick. And in what must be another, possibly even more extraordinary stat, leaving aside that Burks have won 2 finals from 5th spot when the 2 previous 5th place teams that made finals hadn't won a final, didn't manage to win a final at all. But the other crazy stat is that in winning 2 finals, there's already only 4 teams in the WMPL that have won a match in the WMPL final series more times. That's their opponents today: Salisbury Inter, West Adelaide, Adelaide City and Metro United. Here's Condon, Styles, Calder. It's going to go to Jennett. So NTC won 2 finals matches last year. That's the only 2 in their history, and both of those were won in penalty shootouts, including this very fixture, the preliminary final, where they knocked out Adelaide Comets. And Adelaide Comets, even though they've been in the last 3 final series, have only won 1 finals match. That was against NTC in 2022. Then they went out to Salisbury Inter the following week. And this year and last year, Comets have lost both finals they've played. Now Garlick against Freer here. Freer has played that back very cleverly to Comley, and he'll get a free kick as well. Of course, it's not a back pass in that situation, or under the back pass rule. If the ball comes off your thigh or leg, it's got to be played with the boot for it to be a back pass. Hood with a lovely turn there. Again, it's fallen out to Mabel Day. Perinsis. Williams trying to get it inboard. The wind's really picked up again. You might be able to hear it in the mics. It's a free kick to Burks. Chappell. It's gone out just near the players' tunnel. Riders throw. Nishitani heads on. It's another inter throw. Not sure that everyone on the Birks bench, which is right next to that, where that throw is going to be taken, agreed. Ryder will take again for Inter. Cravo. Under pressure from two Birks players, and now Birks will have the throw. Day. Just over Nishitani, but she'll get the ball back. Tolland. Calder. Now that's a well-weighted ball. Can Cravo get there, or will Day win it again? Day finds the safety of the line. Into edging forward again. Nishitani has got Hood on the move, and that's where it goes. Hood. Nishitani. Styles has made the way into the box. Styles! Well, the header from Robertson really then just meant that Styles' header could just not be controlled at all. Goal kick. Robertson. Applin under pressure from Styles, but Applin's turned it back to Garlick. Franks. Condon will take over for Inter. Turns. Styles. Condon. Signoriello. Chappell in the way. It's going to be a corner. It's yet another ball that's left the playing arena. Yeah, and so hard to underestimate what an achievement it would be for Birks to make the grand final if that's what were to happen. Coming all the way from 5th. But they've got a corner to defend right now. Nishitani. It's right into the teeth. Oh, and it was only punched onto the goalpost by Jenna. Nishitani has another chance to put the ball into the area. Here's Calder with the header. Goal kick. So the woodwork struck at both ends. We've got 5 minutes to go in this first half of the preliminary final. Still 0-0, but it's been close a couple of times. Holmes' shot hitting the bar for Birks, and Jenna there and trying to punch away from Nishitani's corner, and he ended up almost with the ball going into the back of the net. Fortunately just hit the post. Here's Nishitani for Inter. Calder under pressure from Applin. From Garlick, I should say, but it's come to Styles for Inter. Freer. Signoriello. Calder. Condon. Styles. He's going to get a free kick there. Just a little bit more controlled possession and movement there from Inter. Trying to build their way forward. Nishitani will take. Opportunity to get players like Calder and Ryder up at the other end. That's where it goes. The header might come to Styles. Styles heads across the goal though. Franks. Oh, and I don't know if Styles meant to go for goal or to square it. It looked to me like Styles was trying to square it, doing the unselfish thing, but it was probably a goal-scoring opportunity. Hood keeps it in. Day clears. Toland for Inter. Ryder wants to switch it over to where Styles is. Styles! Well, you get the feeling that if Styles gets a couple more free headers in, one of them's going to be a goal. Here's Condon. Here's Hood. Signoriello. Inter asking some questions now of the Burks defence. Styles. Holmes has won it, and Aplin's able to clear. Ball had gone out, but it's an Inter throw. Calder, Signoriello. Franks clears. Here's Freer. Ryder. Wanted to find Condon, but Chappell's there for Burks, and now there could be danger at the other end. Garlick trying to get onto the ball there. Ryder's won it. Styles has it and has some space. Signoriello. Freer. Styles. It's going to go out. We're into the last minute of the 45. Really, the only stoppages have been when the ball's left the ground. So I don't imagine that there's going to be too much stoppage time. Waiting on fourth official Dennis Palaszczuk to let us know what it's going to be. Here's Robertson for Burks. Aplin. Oh, Signoriello read that. Still going Signoriello. Hood gets the throw. Signoriello to take. Is there going to be a late chance here for Inter? Here's Hood. Doesn't quite get hold of that. And the board shows us just 1 minute. Not a big surprise that there's so little stoppage time. There's been very few. No one's gone down for injury or anything like that. Really just had a couple of situations where we've been waiting for a ball. Oh, nice back heel there by Cravo to get Nishitani going on the left. Cravo, Day's there again, having a great half, Mabel Day. Been in the way of everything for Burks. Nishitani. Condon. Nishitani. Goes back onto the left. Condon. Princess just made sure the cross didn't go first time. Now Condon again, and Calder! Well, good chance created there, but that's going to be that for the first half, and what an absolutely fascinating first half it was. These two sides know exactly what's on the line here, and they both set up in a way to give their opponents maximum respect. Burke switching to the three centre-backs. It's proved effective in preventing Inter from making a lot of chances, and they were able to get a couple themselves up the other end, Burks. They got pretty close with Dylan Holmes hitting the bar. Inter also hit the woodwork. Corner from Nishitani, which in punching away, Jenna actually punched onto the bar. I should say onto the post, but then to safety. But at this stage, no score. It's going to be a really interesting second half. And it could continue to be a very, very tight game where one chance, even one error, could prove decisive. The halftime score in this
Welcome to 5AA Football Fives. No skills, no worries, no time to train, no need. Perfect for friends, family and kids. It's fast, fun football for everyone. So spend your summer nights under lights and register now at football5ssa.com. Proudly powered by 5AA, Always Adelaide.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the NPLSA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field of play, Adelaide City and Adelaide Comets. Our lineups for today for Adelaide Comets: number 1, Daniel Vaughan; number 4, Nathan Dimu; number 5, Adam Lacornu; number 7, Aladdin Irabona.
Very excited to be a part of the action. Longer commentator Con commits us. Take a look at the starting lineups.
Ending the night with celebrations, and that's what they hope to do tonight as well.
As Curtis Wordsworth kicks things off here, it's Adelaide City with the kickoff and in possession of the ball. That would be an almighty comeback if they were to score 4 goals. But here's Comets. It's Irabona. He clips one into the back post. Oh, he's just missed the header there. I think it was
A recipient at the end of it there, and a half chance resulted. But here's another one for Comets.
another early chance. Ooh, flicked across by Steed.
Daniel Vaughan, the keeper and captain.
Oh, it's falling here. It's Steed. He's in the box. It's 1-0 to Adelaide Comets. Just a nothing ball that was played across. Jaden Labasso tucked inside, played it forward. I think it took a deflection. And Adelaide Comets are awarded for their very, you could say. There's a long ball in the direction of Latanzio, but now it falls for Leai. Can they equalise? They do! What a start we've got here at Adelaide City Park. Bang, bang. 2 goals in 45 seconds of play.
Leai with an absolute cracker.
I think he wanted someone else to do it a few seconds earlier. That's a great run by Irabona. Is he onside? Referee keeps his flag down, goes across the keeper. And Oxenham is going to clip this one in to the back post. He's got players there. It flicked on, and that's a great save by Vaughan. It took 2 touches, and in the end, the flag goes up 4 offside. So cuts in, gets back onto his right, finds. No, he doesn't. He has a go on his left. He's clipped it in, and he's. In the end, it's ended up being a half shot, half chip. Sorry, the corner you can't clear. Leai's there. Can he find Latanzio? No, he can't. It's still in the box. Leai's there. Latanzio! Leai! Oh, and in the end, it's all the junior match officials who are under the age of 18 will be wearing an orange armband as Latanzio's in on goal. And it's 2-1 to Adelaide City. Speaking of,
looking a little bit different attack-wise. Ooh.
Basso overlapping on the far side, gets his cross in, it's deflected. Garrido's there, and Oxenham had to make the save. Shapes up Dimu, cuts inside, might have a go here. He does. It's low. And had to be saved by Vaughan. So
I think we weren't quite for it.
He goes back out to Zacharakis. He clips one into the back post. Irabona's there. But Irabona just couldn't quite time the header, but in the end it was a free header. Goes into the middle. There's a header there. Skipped in. It bounces, and in the end it falls into the hands of Dakota Oxenham. Goes into the middle. There's a header there. Skipped in. It bounces, and in the end it falls into the hands of Dakota Oxenham.
Looking like pretty nice weather and for a night game, but
here's a chance. Oh, and it's flashed across the goal. And you've almost would have put your house on it. Jaden Labasso it was with the shot. Gutierrez picks it up. The whistle's in Curtis Wordsworth's mouth. And there it is. The final whistle goes here at Adelaide City Park. Adelaide City had to come from behind after conceding an early goal. But they get the job done here, Simon. 2-1 winners, progressing through to week 2.
Welcome to 5AA Football 5s. No skills, no worries, no time to train, no need. Perfect for friends, family and kids. It's fast, fun football for everyone, so spend your summer nights under lights and register now at football5ssa.com. Proudly powered by 5AA, Always Adelaide.
The Matildas are on fire. And the Socceroos have the breakthrough.
Hello, good evening and welcome to round 18 of the Go Sunny Solar WNPL here in South Australia. The final round for the regular season, and here at Adelaide City Park, the Adelaide Union Sturt both confirmed as those two sides to be in those relegation positions, but this one for a final spot, 11-1. They won't want that to repeat today as the ball continues on with Sasha Williams as she puts the ball into the box. Is caught well by Abby Lucas. Corner swings inwards. The ball comes in, and then again! An early goal. Adelaide City going 1-0 up. Manages to get past, well, get past a few actually. Applin puts the ball in. Another decent opportunity for Birkalla. Just has to run down that right wing herself. Has the strength to do so. She puts the ball into the middle. Might fall. Atkins plays it through to King. Might be a good opportunity for Pete. Just wide off the post. Ball put into the middle. I think they'll be offside though. It's rolling in. She's onside. Be the one to deliver it in. Won't be Macaulay. Will be Guiardo. Over the bar. Well, it wasn't a bad opportunity either for them. The goal early. And then Birkalla getting a goal in late in the first half. Looking for the chip over was Dylan Holmes. Not too threatening to Abby Lucas. Garlic makes her way through. Gets the ball into the box. Holmes couldn't get the finish to try and put City in front. Guiardo off the bar. Doesn't keep the touch within her control. Forward goes Williams. Just decided to try and take the shot herself. Corner comes in. Punch away, not too clean. It's 2-2. Here's the strike. Full time. West Torrens Birkalla in that fifth and final spot, knocking out Adelaide City in the process.
The Matildas are on fire. And the Socceroos have the breakthrough.
Welcome to 5AA Football Fives. No skills, no worries, no time to train, no need. Perfect for friends, family and kids. It's fast, fun football for everyone, so spend your summer nights under lights and register now at football5SA.com. Proudly powered by 5AA, Always Adelaide.
As here come our two sides. The bar has been set. It's a great run from Kyra Cooney-Cross.
Turn under pressure.
Here come the Socceroos again. Good one on the right foot, and the Socceroos have the breakthrough. What a goal! The Matildas are running amok. Opens up for the shot.
Sinclair at the double. There's the back foot. Australia head over heels about this superstar.
The current half-time score is Salisbury into 0, West Torrens Birkalla 0. These two sides playing for a spot in the grand final, hoping to face West Adelaide at this time, or 2:30 p.m. kickoff, 1 week from today, Sunday the 15th of September, 2:30 p.m. That will be the grand final match in the Go Sunny Solar WMPL. West Adelaide versus Salisbury Inter or West Torrens Birkalla. Which of these teams will it be? Be interesting to see if things open up a little bit in this second half, but so far both of these teams have been doing a pretty good job at keeping scoring opportunities to a minimum for their opponents. There's plenty of attacking talent for both of these teams on the pitch. Expecting that at some point it will prove decisive for one of these teams. It's just a question of which one will it be. Breeze has picked up even more in the break. Still blowing towards the camera, directly across the pitch. Otherwise, it would be a really nice afternoon for football. Cool. None of the players going to be feeling any effects from the weather in any sense, except that the ball might hold up a little bit in particular areas when it's high in the air. Berks are going to have the kick-off in this second half, playing in their away kit today of white and grey. It's Garlic over the ball, and we are away in the second half. Now Holmes has a chance here, but Frere's gotten onto the ball. Now it's Calder trying to get it away and find Styles. Here's Condon. Styles. Coming through, there's Robertson for Burks. Holmes wants to get Garlic through. Comley will have to kick because the ball's come outside of the penalty area. Burks with ball in their attacking half in this first minute of the second half. Signoriello gets it to Cravo for Inter. That's going to be a Burks throw. They're on the back foot for most of the first half. But Inter didn't turn that territorial advantage into a goal. As we saw last week, Burks were able to turn defence into attack pretty quickly when they needed to after they went behind against Comets. Here's Cravo. Ball's been taken there by Applin, but it's going to be an Inter throw. Burks may have conceded first last week. Inter have scored the opening goal in both of their finals matches this year so far. Scored in the first minute against Comets in the qualifying final 2 weeks ago, and that turned out to be the only goal of the game. Last week, Cravo put Inter ahead against West. West then went 2-1 up before Condon equalised. And then, of course, we ended up with penalties in which West were successful. Here's Signoriello trying to make Inter successful here. In and outside of Robertson, but the block there means it'll be a corner. So Nishitani had a couple of corners in the first half. One came off Jenner and hit the post. The wind will be behind this one. Gee, it's a good delivery. Headed away by Chappell. Headed back in by Tolland. Applin might get it away. Tolland takes over. Inter players are still forward in the penalty area. If Tolland can get a delivery in, taking Applin on. It's going to be a free kick to Applin. So Burks can relieve the danger. Jenner, back to Day. It's only gone to Nishitani though. Here's Tolland again. Parinsas plays it off Nishitani for a Burks throw. Day looking for Garlick, who's able to turn. Flicks the ball over well for Williams, but Ryder comes and plays the ball away. Here's Garlick again. Looking for Williams. Calder will get there first and put it out for another throw. Right near the corner flag on Burke's attacking right. Princess gets it back from Garlick. Princess gets the cross in. Williams and leaves it, and Holmes has scored. Dylan Holmes has put Burks in front in the 50th minute. Clever leave by Williams, and Dylan Holmes does it again. West Torrens Birkalla, there's a long way to go, but they are on course. If they can keep this goal, their goal intact. And Inter, who have been relatively conservative in their attacks, may need to change gear now. Well, Holmes hasn't scored since round 17, but has been a massive influence for Burks in their run to the finals and in the finals. And certainly not the first time that Holmes has made a real impact in the Go Sunny Solar WMPL final series. And not the first time it's happened against Inter either. Now, Garlick tries to get onto the ball and does. Holmes is in the middle again. If Garlick can get the ball in, just has to go away from goal now. Franks. I think back to 2019, Holmes scored against Inter in the preliminary final that year. And the following year, when they played in the qualifying final, Inter were leading 1-0, and Holmes scored a late hat-trick. Here's Cravo, Hood. That's going to be a corner, give Inter a chance to hit back. That hat-trick was one of the most remarkable things Adelaide City it was for, and they didn't look like they were going to break through. And then in the space of less than 10 minutes, Holmes scored a hat-trick. Inter have to hit back. Here's an opportunity. Nishitani's corner. Oh, and I think it's gone in. It has. No, the free kick's been given. It's not going to count. I'm not sure who's down there for. Actually, might be Holmes, who is on the ground. It ruled that a foul had occurred. Referee Brinkworth was pretty quick on the whistle there. The ball went in, but it's not going to count. Free kick for Jenner. Princess. Toland challenges. Chappell. Day. Holmes. There's Ryder for Inter. Freer receives from Styles. It's just beaten Signoriello out. Well, as good as Inter have been in final series, this fixture is an extremely unfriendly one for Salisbury Inter. Lost it in 2019, the preliminary final that is. Lost it in 2019 to Adelaide City. Holmes was prominent that night, as we mentioned. Lost it in 2020, 3-2 in extra time to Metro United. That was when Metro made their famous surge through the finals from 4th spot. It was 3-2 in extra time, as I said, and that's one of the best games I've ever seen. And then 2 years ago, it was Adelaide City that defeated Inter in this fixture. When Inter have made the grand final in previous seasons, Signoriello battling away here will get the throw. When Inter have made the grand final in previous seasons, they've done it by skipping the preliminary final, getting the week off. And they have to turn that around and turn this game around. That's going to be a foul throw. And they just need to find a bit of composure after a couple of setbacks here. The goal against them, the goal disallowed that they might have otherwise scored a couple of minutes later. Signoriello, Calder, Condon. Signoriello, Styles wants to take on Franks. Free kick to Franks. Well, if Burks make it through to the grand final, it's an even longer road than Metro's famous win in 2020. Of course, there was only 4 teams in the finals then, so coming from 4th was the most that you could do. That's what Metro did. Here's Condon for Inter. Battling with Chappell. Ball in. It's gone over Robertson and headed in by Hood. Is it going to go in? It is! Aaron Hood has equalised for Salisbury Inter. This match is alive at 1-1. Well, we've already had more action in this half. It's only gone for 12 minutes than we did in all of the first half. Holmes putting Burks ahead in the 50th minute. Hood replying in the 57th. 1-1, game on. And Hood has repaid the faith of Inter-coach Carl Maynard, who brought her into the starting 11 today. Obviously a very experienced campaigner, Aaron Hood. And this game is delivering. Condon now trying to deliver for Hood again. Challenge there by Chappell. Chappell finds Garlick. Applin wants to get Williams going. Riders there for Inter. Holmes. Nishitani. Oh! That's gone right into Princess from short range. And Princess just might need to be looked at. Just one of those unfortunate moments where there's just no way the player can take any evasive action. Looks like Princess is okay. We can restart with Ryder's throw. It's off day for another throw in. Ryder. Now Condon's got on the other side of the defence here. Chappell comes to face Condon. Still Condon, driving forward, has two players for company, looks for Cravo. Williams comes back to help out the defence. Nishitani will come to take the throw. Condon feel like just starting to have a little bit more influence for Inter in this half now. Cravo wants to get Toland going. That's going to be cleared by Day. Calder, Styles, Signoriello. That ball's just going to be too wide for Styles and go out for a throw. We've played just over an hour in the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPL preliminary final, brought to you by JB Metro. Salisbury Inter 1. West Torrens Birkalla 1. Oh, and Burks have made a bit of a mess of this. Going across goal. It's going to be a throw into Nishitani. Cravo and Hood are options. Cravo, oh, that first touch has put the ball out. You're watching the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPL Final Series, brought to you by JB Metro. Did you know you can earn your club $500 through Go Sunny Solar's Go for Green initiative? Visit gosunny.com.au for more information. And RAA, kicking goals. Get an award-winning RAA insurance quote today. Visit raa.com.au. And SA Power Networks, empowering women's sport. Proud supporters of the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPLSA. Headed by Nishitani. Comes down to Holmes. Wants to hook forward towards where Garlick is. Calder will just see it out for Inter. Princess. Is it out of Nishitani. Day. Princess. It's going to be another Burke's throw. Here goes Williams trying to get Garlick going. Garlick, Princess. Oh, and it's not quite there for Holmes. Inter are going to get a free. I talked a little bit about Inter's history. Aaron Hood, who scored just a few minutes ago for Inter, played in Inter's very first game in the WMPL. It was in 2017. Spent last year with West, returned to Inter this season. Now here goes Garlick. Freer's done well there. Comley clears. Princess with the header. Styles. Nishitani. Hood. A ball forward by Toland is going to find Kendall Jenner. Robertson. Franks. Garlick. It's Franks again. Signoriello snapping away, but Franks will play it forward, but it's only gone as far as Toland. It's going to go out though. Styles with the header. Comes back. Freer clears. Chappell. Intercepted by Tolland, but here's Holmes for Burks. It's come back to Franks. Chappell. Day. Wants to get that ball over for Princess. It's a pretty good ball too. Princess has Garlic in the middle. Claimed by Comley. Signoriello. Hood now. Turns. Robertson's going to have to come over and cover. Ball still in. Styles. Looking for Cravo. It's going to be Jenners. And Day has a lot of space to push into here. Williams. Princess wants to get it over to Garlic. Calder there. Might fall to Quinn for Burks. Condon takes control really well. But in the end, Holmes has taken it back off Emily Condon and has a chance to get Garlic through. Freer wins it for Inter. And finds Hood. Hood now wants to turn Robertson, who puts it out. Game has definitely gone up a notch in this half, as we thought it might. Franks wins the ball. That's going to be headed back by Calder. Styles. Just gone over Condon. Day. Good win by Freer there, but here's Holmes. Ryder in the way that time. Garlic gets it back for Burks. Applin. Looking for Garlic again. Garlic gets through and goes the shot. Oh, and probably was a good effort. Maybe the right idea, but there was also Williams available to the right and free. The let off for Inter. Comley with the long ball. That's going to go out despite the best efforts of El Princess. And it looks like we might have a change, and it looks like now Kawhi is going to come on for Burks. Or Inter also have a change, and the referee Brinkworth is saying, I think he might have said it's all taken a little bit too long, so we're going to keep play going and make the change when it next goes out. Cravo, who I thought might be the player who was going off for Inter. Princess. Day. Here's Tolland. Styles. Oh, and wanted Signoriello, but he hit Franks. Here's Holmes for Burks. Applin. Pushing forward, still going Applin. Quinn. It's going to hit Comley though. Just for a moment. Didn't know if Mariah Applin might go for goal. Has done some altogether daft things in these last few weeks for Burks, Mariah Applin, that's for sure. Williams trying to get around Ryder. Ryder's going to have to concede the corner. Are Inter going to make the change? And are Burks going to make their change? Well, Franks is off for Burks. And Kawhi is on. Inter deciding not to make the change just yet. They've got a corner to defend. It's a good delivery, but Calder's there. Princess, Applin's offside. Now Kawhi, who's just come on for Berks, has made 13 appearances in the WNPL so far this season, but all as a sub. And now Selena Cravo will come off for Inter, and coming on is Ruri Nagashima. So it's a change up forward for Inter. Nagashima will go to a centre forward position as Cravo had been in. Gets the ball now from Condon. Chappell's there for Burks. Wants to get Applin going on the attacking left. Signoriello should get there first and does. Comley. Kawhi with the header. Freer will get it back to Comley. Here's Holmes. Oh, and it's going to be a free to Stiles. Holmes apologises. Probably didn't realise Stiles was there as Holmes tried to play the ball. Calder to take. We're into the last 20 minutes. But if the score stays like this, we're going to be playing another 30. 1-1. Long from Calder. Nagashima. Flag stayed down. Signoriello. Jenna holds on. Oh, and that throw is way too strong for Day. Throw in for Nishitani. And a return ball has gone out. Day. Princess. Forward by Holmes. Repelled by Ryder. Nagashima now. Wants to take on Day. It's going to be a throw-in. Tolland. Nishitani. Oh, it's not worked out. Goal kick. Pressure's high. We're really at that point where any mistake or any moment of magic could be decisive. Day looks for Williams. Ryder's there. Nishitani hooks it over for Nagashima. But Day again. To the opposite centre back in Calder. Garlick leaves it. Princess. Gets it back from Garlick. Princess back to Garlick. Tolland. Ryder. Condon. Nagashima. Quinn saw the return ball and got in the way. Chappell. Cleared by Calder. Looking for Nagashima again, who brings it down really well. Nagashima now finds Hood. Hood against Robertson. Aaron Hood. Doesn't take the shot. Stiles. It's gone over everybody. Condon should be able to keep it in. Tolland. Condon again will get the cross in. There's players forward here. Stiles trying to get onto it. Here's Applin. Calm ball to find Kawhi. Princess. Under pressure. Kawhi. Gets it back to Applin. Oh. Header there. Well, on my first look at that, it really looked very 50-50, but Free kick's gone Burke's way. Obviously, referee Brinkworth closer to the action. Chappell to take. Long. Won by Ryder. Nagashima might get there, and that's a nice little touch, giving Nagashima the chance to run onto the ball. Tolland battling with Day. Day puts it out. Nishitani. Nagashima, who's had some good touches since coming on, tries to take on Dave. Day wins it, gets it to Holmes. Will go long Day. Headed by Ryder. Nishitani. Cleared again, this time by Princess. Calder. It's going to go out for a throw. Nishitani and Princess battle. Princess gets it forward. Good tackle, Ryder. Back to Princess. Freer with the header, but there's Burke's players there. But it bounces past Kawhi, trying to get it under control. Won by Freer. Here goes Chappell for Burks. Princess. Chappell's kept the run going. There are players on the out wide. Applin had made a run. Jenner goes long, but it's going to go out. Right on the halfway line. Nishitani. Nagashima. Here's Princess. Nishitani in the way. That'll be a throw, which Day will come up to take. Chappell. It's going to go all the way back to Jenner. Chappell. Intercepted by Tolland, another throw. The pressure is really, really high. You can hear from the players. There's a lot more discussion out in the middle. It's up for grabs in the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPL preliminary final, brought to you by JB Metro at 1-1 in the 78th minute. The grand final spot on the line. What will the West players be thinking watching this? Wondering who they'll face. What they probably will want is another 30 minutes to be played. Get as much fatigue into their potential opponents as possible. Here's Applin for Burks. Closed off, Signoriello. Kawhi, Signoriello comes through. That's going to be a free kick. Nishitani now. Well, there's never a bad time for a great delivery to create a goal-scoring opportunity. This is a really good time for one. For Inter. Nishitani. All Calder's gone down. Shot by Ryder has gone into the body, and it's been scraped home. Inter have scored, and I think it was Nagashima. The ball wasn't cleared, and Inter have taken the lead with just over 10 minutes to go. There's a couple of afters there. Thought there was half a chance that Inter might have got a penalty beforehand. And while all that's going on, there is a player down for Berks. I haven't been able to pick up who it is. Well, it's only Nagashima's third goal, but what a valuable one it is for Salisbury Inter. Meanwhile, we wait to see what the injury problem is. It doesn't look very good, I hate to say. I think it might be Chappell, but I can't tell from here and wasn't able to see as the incident occurred. Trainers on the field. Well, I mentioned this game so often brings drama. Think back last season, NTC winning on penalties against Comets in an extraordinary match. Go back to 2020, Metro's win over Salisbury Inter 3-2 in extra time. Even the very first year of the WMPL finals, 2016, Adelaide City and Fulham United played in this fixture and Adelaide City won that on penalties. Holmes has gone over to the sideline just to chat to Chris Goddard, who I suspect is giving some instructions about how to reshape at this point. Just a reminder that you're watching the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPL Final Series, brought to you by JB Metro. Kick off with Go Sunny Solar's no deposit anytime solar plans. Cheaper than paying your bills. Visit gosunny.com.au for more information. And RAA, kicking goals. Get an award-winning RAA insurance quote today. Visit raa.com.au. And SA Power Networks, empowering women's sport, proud supporters of the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPLSA. Well, I'm not really sure what's happening with the stoppages. Stretcher hasn't been called for. Really hope that everything is okay, and so far as it can be in these situations. Inter players have gone to their bench. Berks players I think about to do the same. I wonder if we're at a situation where we're going to have an ambulance or something called. The way the players have gone off do suggest that game's not going to restart in a hurry. And we always hate these moments. We think of the welfare of the players. The last thing you want to happen. Normally in these sort of situations, if it's been a warmish sort of day, the players will be really relieved for the opportunity to get off and get a drink and all that, but it's probably the reverse at the moment, because it's gotten quite cold in this last half an hour, and while the players are warm, they're probably going to get cold pretty quickly. They're actually going into the rooms at the moment. Of course, very difficult to know from here exactly what the problem is. Can confirm it is Sarah Chappell, and have been able to just look at the footage, and it was really a hard landing, and hard to know though exactly where the injury, which part of the body was impacted. As you can see from the amount of time there's been, that it's obviously quite serious. One of the amazing stats about Sarah Chappell is that she's played every single fixture, every single WMPL match for Berks since they started in the State League in 2021. And ever present over 4 years. Where's the armband? Great leader. And as you can see from the record of having played all those games, has been able to avoid injury and what a horrible time. Well, it's never a good time, obviously, but what a horrible time for it to happen. Well, hard to know what happens in this situation. I suspect we are waiting for an ambulance or something like that for Chappell. It's a really horrible situation, and great to see that players as well as trainers are there to support Sarah. would have, of course, the clock still runs in these situations. We would have around about 12 minutes to run. So just apologies for the break in commentary. We not going to call this next few minutes, and if the game does recommence, we'll be back with you at that time.
stunt for the 79. Okay, thank you.
Well, welcome back to Service FM Stadium, where we're bringing you the 2024 preliminary final, and there's been an injury delay. For those of you that have been with us for this time will know that Sarah Chappell went down injured in the Burks penalty area. I thought it was best to make sure that we gave you the right information and not continue the commentary during that period. Can let you know that the injury is to Chappell's neck, so every precaution is every precaution has been taken with the calling of the ambulance, and the game will restart. And it's going to restart in the 79th minute, and Chappell was injured just as Inter were scoring their second goal through Rui Nagashima. So the game's going to restart in the 79th minute. The score is Burks 1, Salisbury Inter 2, Burks 1. And we're away again. Thoughts with Sarah Chappell, and we hope that it really is a case of the precautions being taken will be what absolutely had to happen, and that in the circumstances all the right cautions were taken, and that it's not anything too severe. You've got to be careful with the neck, the head, as we know. So there are 10 minutes remaining. The clock was reset, and of course if the score stays as it is, Salisbury Inter will go through to the grand final. They're away here through Erin Hood, one of their two goal scorers in this game, Hood and Nagashima. Could also tell you that the player that's come on is Angela Mills for Burks. And they've had a bit of a reshuffle because Mills, of course, has gone as a centre forward, but he's Inter on the attack now. Quinn's touch there, and that's going to be claimed by Jenna. Jenna heads out towards Williams, but that's going to go out for a throw. Taken by Ryder. It's going to be another Inter throw. Inter now not far away. Can Nagashima keep that in? Yes. Gets a decent cross in there. Kawhi gets it away. Here's Condon. Still Condon trying to get a shot in. Well done by Holmes. Freer wins that for Inter. Hood, Styles. Kawhi got in the way there. Here's Applin. Freer won it and then gave it to Styles. Hood. Looks like Quinn has dropped into the centre-back position that is had to be filled as a result of the injury to Sarah Chappell. Here's Nagashima. It's going to let the ball go for a corner. Must be an incredibly difficult situation for the players. They had to wait for quite a while for the restart. Obviously, they would have all had plenty of concern for Chappell, who was being attended to throughout that period. had to get themselves warm again for a very short finish to this game. Unless we do go to extra time, which will happen if Berks can equalise, but it's Inter in attack now. Nagashima plays it back to Nishitani. Cross in, Calder, heads it back, but that'll be claimed by Jenner. Jenner goes long. Tolland is there for Inter. Is Ryder. Nishitani let it run for Hood, who gives it back to Nishitani. There are players forward here. Nishitani's cross was just too close to goal, and Jenner has it. Here's Kawhi. Back to Jenner. Looking for Perinsis. Jenner again. Day. Garlic. Perinsis, but Ryder's there for Inter. Here's Nagashima. Throw in. Nishitani to take. But Perinsis is there. Interception from Nagashima. Condon. Pushes forward. Calder. Hood. Signoriello's available on the right. Here's Quinn. Holmes. Interception by Calder. Ball forward there by Williams, but Signoriello should get there first. Oh, and there's not much on that, and it might be picked up by Garlic, but Inter are going to be able to scrap it away, and it's going to be a free kick to Inter as well. Just the back pass wasn't quite hit hard enough and nearly got Garlic a look in there. And now Garlic's down. Well, hopefully we'll be back up soon. Hate to see any more injury difficulty today. Calder will take the free kick. The last 11 minutes to be played are already halfway, more than halfway over. Styles clips over. Nagashima and Kawhi, that's going to be a free kick to Kawhi. Burks try to get onto it. Even though they're the team that needs the goal, they've been on the back foot for most of the play since the restart. Header won by Freer, and then Styles. Nagashima gives chase, and so does Kawhi. Kawhi with a throw, but Styles is there. Hood. Nagashima. It's been good since coming on, but on that occasion the ball's lost to Holmes, who's played a really good ball to Angela Mills. Angela Mills. Now, this is a big decision for the referee. It's going to be a yellow card to Comley for the challenge on Mills. Some on the Burks bench want more, but it wasn't a denial of a goal scoring opportunity from that position. Of course, if it was in the situation like it was last week when Hannah Freer was dismissed for comments against Burks, that was very much when a player was bearing down on goal. Now, Holmes' free kick. This could be interesting. Holmes goes towards the back post. Garlic! The ball's up in the air. Can it get to Applin? Calder tries to get it away. Applin. It's going to be a goal kick. Ball has been retrieved. There are only 2 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Now that stoppage time won't include the stoppage for Chapel because that time was reset. But there will be some other stoppages, and we'll keep an eye on the board to see how much extra is going to be played. Nagashima. Toland says put it ahead, and that's what happens. Toland has players in the middle. Gets the ball in. It's going to come to Styles! Well, that would have finished it. But 90 seconds remain, plus stoppage time. Burke's season is still alive, but only just. Is their unbelievable finals run about to come to an end? Jenner with the goal kick. Princess tries to play it forward, but it falls to Styles. That's going to go out for a throw. Princess has Nagashima and Nishitani for company, but will get the free kick there. Holmes wants to get it on quickly. Williams, it's going to go out. Throw in. Ryder to take. Board is about to go up to tell us how much stoppage time there's going to be. Day. You're watching the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPL Final Series, brought to you by JB Metro. There's going to be 4 minutes extra in this Go Sunny Solar WMPL Preliminary Final. Kick off with Go Sunny Solars. No deposit anytime solar plan, cheaper than paying your bills. Visit gosunny.com.au for more information. Nagashima. Well won by Day. Holmes, Toland in the way. Princess forward, that's going to go out. Game also brought to you by RAA. Kicking goals, get an award-winning RAA insurance quote today. Visit raa.com.au. And SA Power Networks, empowering women's sport. Proud supporters of the Go Sunny Solar WMPLSA. And even though she's been on the losing side today, unless there's a goal in these last few minutes of stoppage time, the power player of the match, proudly supported by SA Power Networks, is West Torrens Birkalla's Mabel Day. Marie Heinrich has come on for West Torrens Birkalla for what will be her last few minutes in WMPL football, unless Burks can get a dramatic late equaliser, just as they got a dramatic late winner last week against Comets. Can they do it again this time to bring the game to extra time? Comets are also making a change. Talia Gromball is coming on for Emily Condon. Nishitani's throw. There's Day again. Puts the ball out. As I mentioned, the power player of the match today. Nishitani, Nagashima. It's gone out, but it's at the end that Inter want it to be. Holmes. Kawhi has done well there, under pressure. Now that ball's been sliced back by Calder, so it's going to be a Burks throw, and they really just have to throw everything forward now. Princess. Applin, it's back to Princess. Day wants it. Robertson. Oh, and it's been intercepted by Nagashima. And now Nagashima's on the road there, but Jenner's come out well to get the ball out towards where Applin was. It's gone out for a throw, though. We're into the third extra minute of stoppage time. Into 2, Burks 1, into within seconds of a second consecutive grand final, a third in 4 years. This amazing Burks run is going to come to an end unless they can create a miracle for a second straight week. Nagashima can take it to the corner. There's really nobody in board for Inter. Nagashima's done well there and held possession. Styles. It's a Burks throw though. Calder comes through there to win the ball. Applin hooks it forward. Toland with the header. Gromball. It's going to be a free kick to Inter, and that might just be that. Calder can take, and there's no one in the box. There's players out towards the corners, which is what I think Calder will do. In fact, Calder's gone to goal. Well, the ball's gone back to Burks. Calder will win that, but it come to Heinrich, who gets it to Perinsis. Good challenge by Toland. Perinsis gets it back. Toland gets it back. Ryder will just clear. The ball's gone out for a throw. Look at the referee. Brinkworth just has a look at the watch. Day gives it to Jenner, who's just got to get the ball as far forward as possible, but it's won by Toland. Heinrich. That's going to be an Inter throw. There's an offside given earlier on against Inter, so there's going to be a free kick to Burks. Jenner, is this the last roll of the dice for Burks? Long from Jenner. Toland wins yet another header. Day for Burks. Nishitani puts it forward. Nagashima holds on nicely. Oh, but Day got in the way. Ryder puts it forward. Seconds. That's it. Salisbury Inter are in to the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPL Grand Final to face West Adelaide. They end West Torrens Birkalla's tremendous run through the finals. They've been absolutely terrific coming through from the elimination final and the first semi-final against the odds, and took the lead today and looked like it could have been yet another upset. Took the lead through Dylan Holmes, but goals to Aaron Hood and Ruri Nagashima put Inter in front and have ensured that they will play in the grand final yet again. It'll be a rematch of 2021 when Salisbury Inter and West Adelaide played in the grand final that year. It's been a slightly unfortunate, well, a fairly unfortunate ending to the game, because if you only just joined us, Sarah Chappell, unfortunate injury to the neck, which we're not sure of its extent, but Chappell had to be taken by ambulance after we had a long delay. Came back out to play the last 12 minutes. In the incident, in the moment that Chappell had that injury, Ruri Nagashima had actually given into the lead. He had to have a long delay before coming out and playing the last 12 minutes, but that didn't change the score. So Inter has won by 2-1, and they're into next week's grand final, which will be an absolutely fantastic occasion. Sunday, the 15th of September. You don't want to miss it. West Adelaide versus Salisbury Inter in the 2024 Go Sunny Solar WMPL Grand Final, brought to you by JB Metro. Can't wait for that. and I hope you'll be able to join us. There's not much left of the weekend, but please enjoy the rest of it.